Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link below. That way you can subscribe to my channel and not miss out on anything you need to scale your business to 6 figures and beyond. Pow! So this is a video I'm going to talk about when I needed money right then, doing government right then. One of the things I did when I needed money was, number one, I thought about what is it that I provide that I know I could sell right away. So I started doing some reselling. And one of the things I did is I sold cubicles. I was able to find cubicles, the furniture, cubicles that separate desks. And I started doing facility services support. And in that, I was in all kinds of offices because I did security and admin and all of that. So with that, I was able to learn what they needed while I was servicing one particular contract, and I did it as a subcontractor. So that is one way that's invaluable. I found out how to become a subcontractor. I went on sma.gov and found a subcontractor, and then I started going on to sam.gov and started contacting contractors. I know that sam.gov has a wealth of information as a database. Everyone in there is looking to do business with the government, some small, some big. So I focused on doing for subcontracting with a company. So I started looking at their dynamic small business search profile, the DSBS. That gave me all the information, their company profile, if they were minority owned, where they were located. So I started looking at what contracting officers look at in order to choose us. Once I decided, and the way I decided was I thought, if I look at how many employees they have and how large they are, then they'll probably be able to utilize me as a subcontractor. A lot of you think that if someone has already been awarded a contract, they've got everyone in place. That couldn't be further from the truth. A lot of times these prime contractors are scrambling, and you'd be surprised if you find out by going to sam.gov and going to the dynamic small business search and start doing some research on companies that are in your area. And I probably would look for some that are similar. If I'm a woman, I might look for a woman-owned business, or if I'm a veteran. But that's what I actually did, and that's what I would suggest for you. So I'm a woman-owned veteran business. But that's one of the things I did when I started looking for companies that were large enough that I could do for contracting every quarter. And you can see what they're making. All that's in that dynamic small business search profile. Check it out. It's a wealth of information. I started reaching out to them, calling them, sending them my introduction letter, and that's how I started doing subcontracting. From the subcontracting, I then got a chance to be all in and around people and started learning things that they needed. So I had a service, but then I wanted to sell a product. So I had two things going on. Once I was able to sell the product, that's when I started selling the cubicles, and the cubicles were a great fit. I started selling the cubicles, and then we started servicing the cubicles. We just started steaming them and getting them nice and fresh, so that way they didn't have to buy new ones. We were able to then service what we sold. So kind of went back and forth. I love that. Money was nice. The other thing is, when I knew that a quote is all about the price. They're looking mostly for the price that is the least. And a proposal is someone looking for how you're going to solve a problem for them. Once I was able to figure that out, because I wanted to come up with a plan that was going to get me money in every single month, and I had a certain amount. So let's say I said, I need $15,000 a month. What am I going to do? Let's just put it out there. What am I going to do to get $15K a month? I came up with a strategy. Okay, I'm going to find 4 subcontractors or prime contractors that I can work with as a sub. I got busy. I got in the DSBS, made sure I had all my requirements, everything I needed to have done. And then if you are not looking at doing federal, let's say you're doing, state, local. I started looking at the education system. The school system was a great place. They may need any kind of office supplies, like I just mentioned, as far as, office equipment, cubicles, things like that. They may need desks, computers. There's so much. So don't just stop with federal. Start looking at what you can do for state and local. If you need to make $1 million or 6 figures this year, what are you going to do for 2023? 2022 is almost over. What are you going to do to make 6 figures in 2023 with the government? Well, like I said, get busy in that DSBS profile. Everything you need, their phone numbers. You can't ask for a better database. It's free. Everything they need is right there. Their address, their location, the money they've made. Come on now. Everything is right there. It's like you can't ask for a better place to get started marketing yourself, your company, as someone that can help these contractors. The other thing I did was when I was not awarded a contract, I did a debriefing, and that debriefing gave me the name of the person that won. Now, this is only for contracts. It's not for sources sought. When I was able to find the company that won, guess what I did? I called them. Because like I said, a lot of times if someone has just been awarded a contract, especially if it's a large one, they may not have all the key players in place like you may think they do. I was able to give them a call. Hello, gave them my name. I did my introduction pitch, my elevator pitch. I had my intro letter right there so I could look at it when I needed it. And I was able to find out who won the contract, how much they won the contract, and what I did not do correct on why I didn't win it. You're able to do this with every single contract you are not awarded. You are absolutely missing out on an opportunity if you do not do a debriefing. So don't be afraid, if at all possible, to do some RFQs and RFPs, requests for quotes, requests for proposals, because it's a learning curve. If you don't win, you then know this is something you went after. This company won. Check out their website, start sizing up to see what they did right, what they didn't do right. But apparently they did something right because they won. It could be just simply price, but whatever it is, do not be afraid to pick up the phone, give them a call. I would probably call them if they won. And then, because time is of the essence, you want to get on it right away. But I probably would call them up and I would talk to them and tell them who I am, that I would love to meet with them. And you might be surprised, like I was, that they absolutely needed me. They were glad to have someone that was very proactive. I let them know what I was bringing to the party. So work on that. Let them know what you're bringing. And they were more than happy to have me as a subcontractor. So I was able to subcontract a couple of times before I actually became a contractor and did a lot of work for the government. So that's one of the things that I would highly recommend you do right now if you are looking to become a partner with doing reselling, or if you're looking at working with companies that you can be a subcontractor. You can subcontract your way to hundreds of thousands of dollars. 6 figures subcontracting is what you can do, and reselling as well. So all of this, you can learn more if you'd like to join me for my GovCon and reselling masterclass. It's absolutely free. I go over to the basics of what you need to know about Gov contracting, as well as what you need to do to find things that you can resell to the government and make money. And I'm talking 6 figures and beyond. Pow! So look forward to seeing you. Click the link in the description to sign up, and looking forward to seeing you. Until next time, be safe and take care. Bye-bye.